To me tomorrow.
You know, let's just hope he remembers everything and he remembers where he was. All right, let's welcome to the stage, JJ.
All right.
Rep it, Jay.
All right.
I'm going to try this without my notes tonight. We're going to see what we can do here. Yeah, well, I dropped them all over the floor anyway to begin. Anyway, let's give it up for all the comedians tonight here. We're all trying our best. You know, hopefully you guys are having a good time laughing. You know, we need to laugh, and that is a big, very big part of our lives, you know. And next, let's give it up to the man that makes us very easy to laugh. It's the bartender. Where the hell is Nick at? You know, where is he? He's the man serving us our drink. Not only is that motherfucker back there, he a bartender, he is also a doctor. I'm going to tell you this much, very much so. I was having a problem today, and I was like, Nick, I'm having a problem. I don't know if I can get up on stage. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, dude, it burns when I pee. And he was like, well, all right, I know it's not the clap because you haven't gotten laid in the last year. So, the next step is probably urinary tract infection. Let me give you a drink. And he served me up this drink, and it's called a Madras. What it has is vodka. For you those that don't know, it's got vodka, it's got orange juice, and it's got cranberry juice. He's like, listen here, drink this Madras, and you're going to be all right in the morning. I'm like, really? He goes, yes, it's made of cranberry juice, and it's made of orange juice, and it's made of vodka. I'm like, all right. And he goes, you're going to get drunk, first off, which is the main goal tonight. Then you're going to get your daily vitamin C, and then you're going to get that cranberry juice that's going to help you with that urinary tract infection. And I was like, amazing. Thank you very much, Nick, for that, by the way. I appreciate that. Now, where was I now? Now, while we're on the whole deal of medicine and everything like that, we're going to go to California because, you know, I've been reading in science since I moved to California from Connecticut that this may cause cancer in California. This will cause cancer. This has been known to the state of California to cause cancer. So I was eating a hot dog in fucking Reno the other day, and I was feeling just fine, you know, it was great. And I crossed over to Tahoe, and then I was like, well, fuck, I might need to go get chemo. I don't know. This hot dog's gonna kill me. You know, all right. So, you know, we'll go to the South now. So we've done picked on California. We're gonna go to the South. Now, I moved to the South from Connecticut, and I was in Mississippi. I moved there after Hurricane Katrina, and I was doing relief work. And after relief work, I got a job doing construction. And I didn't realize how fucking slow shit is down south. It's unbelievably slow. You go from on the East Coast, and you know what, here in California too, because the West Coast is just as fast as they need to take speed in Georgia and Mississippi just so they can catch up. And that's why there's so much crank built out there, apparently from what I read. I mean, so I get there, and I'm waiting to go to a job. I've got to fill up my gas tank. And there's this guy, he's sitting there talking to the gas station attendant. And he's talking about his kids, his wife, his family. And I've got to go to work. I've got to get to the job site. Otherwise, I'm going to be late. I'm already, like, just cutting it close. And finally, I get up to the gas station attendant, and I'm like, hey, dude, here's $15. I got to fill up my gas tank, and I got to go. I throw the $15 at him, and I go fill up my gas tank. I get to the job site. There's nobody there. Absolutely nobody. And I look around, and now the owner of the company has got all the materials, so I can't do anything. So I sit on the bed of my truck, and I'm waiting for him. Half hour comes by. Finally, the owner, he pulls up. He's like, JJ, man, I'm real sorry, dude. I got into this big, long conversation with the gas station attendant. And he was telling me about a fishing hole, and, well, I went fishing. So, sorry to... I was like, whatever, man. Finally, I was just like, whatever. I grabbed myself a fishing pole at the next gas station I went to. I figured I had enough time, so bought a bunch of bait and tackle, too. This was great. And I went fishing. So, I'm down south, and I was living in Georgia also. I've spent a lot of time down south. And I had two bosses. One was City Mouse, the other was Country Mouse, Now, eventually, I went to go see City Mouse. I was living with City Mouse, but I went to go see Country Mouse. Sorry about that. And Country Mouse was like, hey, boy, dude, we're going to go down here. We're going to go to some town. It took me 2 months to understand a fucking word he was saying. It really did. And finally, we get to Douglasville, Georgia, where he lives, where he's got 80 acres of land. And But as we're driving into Douglasville, Georgia, this is the most disturbing sign I've ever seen in my entire life. And it said, welcome to Douglasville. Don't let the sun set on your black ass. I grew up on the East Coast. We helped free the slaves. Oh, I didn't, because I was not even born. But, you know what I mean? I was appalled by this. But at the same time, I never felt so safe in my entire life. Don't, you fuckers that are laughing or go to hell. I'm not racist at all, dude. I love everybody. But it is fun to poke, jokes at, different races, because if you can't, I love them all. Black, purple, no, wait, sorry. No, I don't like purple people. Those fuckers are really, really weird. I don't know if you've ever met a purple person. Anyway. Yeah, I know. I'm getting a little excited. I gotta slow down. They've always told me I gotta slow down. But, again, I'm not from the South. So, where was I? Hold on. See, I do this every freaking week. One day I will be prepared enough to do this. Cancer, we went through cancer. Oh! No. I am a millionaire. And it helps me really get a lot of women in bed. You're damn right. Women love money, don't you, sweetheart?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, women love money.
We love money.
Until I tell them I've got a heart of gold. And then it's not so much. Unfortunately, I tell them that I've got a heart of gold before I get them in the sack. And so I get kicked out just as quick. Well, I'm going to leave you with this. This is something the words live by. My family, everybody I've ever met, has said, JJ, you need to follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. And they will come true. Just follow them.
That's right.
So I turn around and I tell them that my dreams are 1,000 lemmings powering a bicycle that flies as me as the captain. And then they tell me it's just time for fucking rehab, dude. You guys have a great night. That's all I've got for you. Thank you very much.
How's it going, everybody? So my name is Carrie Mulder. My name is Carrie Mulder, but I actually have no relation to Agent Mulder at all. No relation at all. So I actually am an actor and a comedian. I actually just starred in a movie. It was called Fucking Frank, but it's actually the non-X-rated version, if that makes sense. So April Fool's just came out, right? April Fool's just a couple days ago, right? Everybody have a good April Fool's? Yeah. Most of the time people don't have a good April Fool's because everybody's getting pranked. I actually had a friend prank me. He said he was pregnant. The only problem was he was a guy. Right? And then the next 2 days he was like engaged, and I was like, wait a minute, dude, that's like really scary, man. You're like pregnant and you're engaged, dude? What chick knocked you up, man? Like, You know, and then the next couple days he's on Facebook, he's going, if you fucking talk shit about my girlfriend or my baby, I'm gonna kick your ass. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Dude, this is the scariest April Fool's ever. People are getting beat up and all this shit, right? Thank you. So, I have anxiety, right? And so I smoke pot. But the problem is I get really anxious when I start running out of weed. There we go. So, I find it really weird how people get mad about how much weed they're getting for their money. This isn't an 8. Dude, are you kidding me? That's like more weed than a kid in Africa gets in a year. Do you realize little tic-tics over here selling AK-47s and fucking chickens to get a little 8th of weed and you're bitching about spending $35? Even little tic-tics just like, asshole. So I have a very committed family. I'm committed. My mom is actually more committed than I am. She has been committed in and out of the California prison system since I was born. My mom is, let's go here. My dad's English and my mom's bipolar, so I guess that makes me Canadian. My mom started this health regimen like 25 years ago. What she does is she takes a multivitamin and washes it down with a gallon of vodka. She used to be a really bad alcoholic, but now she's just really bad at A&M. I wish I had some better jokes.
No, you got it.
Terry. Got it. Terry. Come on, you guys
bring the beast out, Terry.
Man, so I just joined a club actually today. I just joined a club today. It's the try not to embarrass yourself while you're trying to spit walking down the street in front of a bunch of girls. I spit and I swear to God I could not recreate this spit. This spit went down and then went straight back up onto my neck. And these 3 girls saw me do the whole thing. It was the most embarrassing thing in the world, man. And then, like, you know, every time, it's like when you drop something, you always try and kick it for some reason. Like, that's gonna make whatever you drop to break any less. You're just like, bitch. But, where's my beer at? Thank you, I usually don't do that joke. The where's my beer joke? So, here's a new joke for you guys. I never tell the truth my first time I text. When I first time write a text, you know? My friend will be like, hey bro, how was last night, man? You wanna come over and hang out? And I'll be like, dude, last night was awesome, dude. I totally fucked your girlfriend and like, fucking it was great. Wait, delete that. Delete that. Yeah, nah bro, I don't wanna hang out, I'm tired. Yeah! Yes! Finally. So, what else I got for you guys? Come on! See, it's the long pauses. No, I know, but I love you guys. So, anybody here gotten a DUI, right? Anybody over here gotten a DUI? I got one guy. I share one fucking No, I actually, I got invited to the California State Jail because I got a DUI one time. That's nice. Yeah, it's a really nice place, actually. You're telling me, baby. But
You mean the county?
you know when there's a 300-pound Mexican taking a shit next to you, you're in a nice place. You know the best part about it was I was the funniest guy in there. You know you're fucked up when you're telling jokes to a bunch of fucking people in jail at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Jesus. You know, I went to court on that DUI, and I actually talked to a guy. He got a DUI on a bicycle. Isn't that insane? A DUI on a bicycle. And, you know, I was just thinking, you know, like, what was the cop sitting there, you know, pulled the guy over and was just like, yeah, sir, I know you're hammered. I know you're hammered, yep. I can tell by the way you were doing this, right? And he said he got more than one ticket. More than one ticket on a bicycle. Isn't that insane? Was the cop just like, yeah, I'm gonna need to do a little vehicle inspection real quick. Alright, so, you got no brakes. Let's see, no blinkers. I guess it is a bike. I mean, dude, this thing doesn't even have a fucking seat. Jesus Christ, are you sure you're allowed to be riding a bicycle around, sir? Your mom's letting you do this right now? Your mom gonna pay for this DUI if you get it? DUI? B-U-Y, yeah, B-U-Y. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys one more joke, but I have to find it first. Thank you.
In your head, Brad.
They're all in my head, I just have to find the first word of it. Okay, I got a couple girlfriend jokes for you, and then I've got guys, alright? So,
my girlfriend joke.
Oh man, I got a good one too. Wait, hold on a second, I'll read it. Alright. Oh, so my ex-girlfriend's name is Jasmine Rose, right? I know what everybody's thinking. That's a stripper's name, right? No. I don't want you guys to call her a stripper. I actually would prefer it if you call her a whore.
Right?
She, this word of that joke, I just wrote it today, I promise. You know, when you get married, you basically sign that little marriage certificate, but that basically says when you get married that you sign over half your stuff if you get divorced. That's right. Everything splits in half. Well, you see, there's no law when you have a girlfriend, so your girlfriend gets to take 100% of the stuff. I tried to split the dog with her. That was the one thing I loved. But she was not happy when she got the bottom half of the dog. Thank you guys. I'm Kerry Mulder. You guys all have a great day.
Woo! Good job.
I'm Mary Alice. How's everybody tonight? Well, you know, it's a good thing we're here drinking. Did you know drinking's good for your health? There have been studies. First one is the French did a study that wine is good for you. 1 glass of wine equals 1 hour at the gym. So I figure I've done like 2 hours yesterday and 3 hours the day before. I spend a lot of time at the gym. So I told my boyfriend tonight, I didn't want to tell him I was coming to a bar. I thought he'd get upset. So I said, I'm going to the health club. I'm going to the gym. He looked at me and he goes, you're going to the gym? You know what? I don't think he trusts me. I think it's all the lying I've been doing. Anyway, there is a gym down the street. He said, where is that gym? I said, it's around Orange Street. And so he calls to check up on me. And I had to text him, and I texted him, shh. It's very rude to talk in the gym. This is a serious place. These people mean business. Have you seen that gym down the street? It's like nothing posh, nothing Santa Barbara. It's like all brick, like it looks like a prison, but the front is like glass because they want you to see them. And they walk around real slow, like they're posing, you know, and then they look at the barbells and they go, and then they do this, and there's some girls in there, very masculine girls in there. Don't go in there, you could get all beat up. But now the Germans did a study on beer, and beer is good for you too. Wow. But of course, remember the Germans, they make a lot of beer. So, and this is just for the men. Men who drink a lot of beer have a reduced rate of prostate cancer. Doesn't that make you happy? Yeah. And another study, this is American. Men who have 30 or more lovers in their lifetime, you know, they have 30 or more lovers, have a 30% less chance of getting prostate cancer. So, you may not know anyone man like that because they don't tend to live that long because most men can just handle one woman. That's about it. Not 30. So, these men tend to die young and under mysterious circumstances. Like, you know, they were smothered in their sleep, or maybe they were hit and run accidents. Nobody knows. So you got to be careful. Now let me see, what else have I got? Travel. I've reached a point in life where I have time and money to travel. Only problem is it's dangerous. There's terrorists all over the... So I try to tune into the news to see, well, where is it safe to travel? Last week, this cruise ship pulls up this country. People get off, they go to the museum, and terrorists start shooting, you know. So I'm hearing this on the car radio. I run home, I turn on CNN, I want to know what's happening, where not to go. They have this young woman on there interviewing the panel. She is too young for this job. I need a senior reporter. I need somebody who's been in a war-torn zone, you know, somebody's been hiding behind trees and, you know, explosions going off. And then they come back and they say, let's fall back. And they come back to the hotel and they give you a report, a senior report. This woman was so young. She's flipping her hair and looking at the monitor. I thought, it's like I'm watching a fetus with a blonde wig on. This is not going to help me. So, anyway, I tell you what, another thing that bothers me is, you ever get tired of people in Santa Barbara that complain about the weather? Because they do. They say, this woman goes, oh, there's fog today. Well, there's an ocean out there. Did you ever occur to you, we live near this beautiful ocean. There's going to be some fog. Most of the United States had horrible weather this winter. We had mild weather, and she's talking about the fog. So, and this week we got a weather warning. Santa Barbara weather warning is like, they're going to have wind. Every other state, it's like, hey, you know, have some food and blankets in your car, maybe you need a generator. Here, our weather warning was, be careful with it's going to be 20 to 40 miles an hour. So, be prepared to secure all loose patio furniture. Well, I tell you what, people back east, they don't go out on their patio because their furniture, if it's out there, is under a block of ice. You know, but the good news is, it's not going to blow away because it's under a block of ice. All right, so the last thing I want to complain about is my new telephone, my new flip cell phone. It started calling people without me asking it. I had a flip phone for years, you know, so I get a cell phone. I set it for 1:30 in the morning because I fall asleep watching TV. I say, it's going to wake me up, I'll go to bed. It wakes me up, I'm trying to find it, I'm trying to turn it off. And it calls 4 or 5 people, a couple of dudes at 1:30 in the morning. What are they going to think, you know? So I start trying to hang up, and then I think, my God, I just hung up on all these people at 1:30 in the morning. What am I going to tell them? But, all right, I have one more gripe. That's Christmas. You may think Christmas is in December. That's true, but do you ever watch Home Shopping Network? April, they have Christmas in April. Christmas in May, Christmas in June. They start selling on TV, Home Shopping Network. And March, this chick on there that sells stuff, Lisa, she just took down her last Christmas tree. She had 4 Christmas trees. That's too much pressure. All I need is a tabletop tree. So if she takes her tree down in March, and then they have Christmas in April, that means it's like 12 months a year. Christmas, and finally it's Christmas in November, Christmas in December, and in January, their show is Bankruptcy in January. Okay, thanks. I'm Mary Alice. Thank you very much.
Mary Alice. Thank you, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
You guys having a good time? That's really cool. I am getting older. I wouldn't call myself old. I think that's scary and disrespectful at the same time somehow. Yeah, I am getting older. I realize, like, when you're a kid, you sort of have this way you want your life to turn out. You have this like idea. And I realized recently what mine is. My goal is to live a life so good that I have to hide it from my kids. I gotta lie about it. I gotta say I did other cool shit that's like way less. Like, no, your dad was a fighter pilot. Just like, don't tell him anything. Don't say anything. So I'm trying to live that life. Like, I got to do cocaine for the first time. That was pretty cool.
It wasn't that cool. Like, I'm gonna be honest. It was cool enough. I did cocaine exactly the way I thought I would do cocaine, off of a picture of Al Pacino. Thank you. Let's dial that back. It wasn't a picture. It wasn't a picture of Al Pacino from Scarface. It was a picture of Al Pacino from Scent of a Woman. So it's less Tony Montana and more Hannah Montana. So, and I did the cocaine with not 100, I did it with a $1 bill. Not baller. That's not T9. That's not good. And I realized, like, why did we do it with a $1 bill? And I realized because the people that I was doing cocaine with is if they had a $100 bill, they would have spent $99 more on more cocaine. They wouldn't have been like, oh no, we got plenty of it. We're gonna go for the art of doing cocaine. No, they would have just done it way more below. So yeah, I this is tangential, but I don't have a girlfriend anymore. I'm not sure if those things are related, but they could be. So